Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are in the beautiful city of St. Louis, Missouri. Coming to you live from the Enterprise Center, home of the 2019 Stanley Cup champion St. Louis Blues. This city is filled with history, but tonight it isn't hosting Wrestling at the Chase. Tonight, it's the first episode of PCW Apex. As we welcome you into the arena, we've got a rowdy crowd here tonight, hoping to make some history. A sold-out building, ready to watch some wrestling. We've got an action-packed night planned for you. AJ Styles looks to take to the sky against a man who calls the mat sacred, the ring general Gunther. Stephanie Vaquer looks to take on IYO SKY in the first round of the PCW Women's Championship Tournament. The EST fans are in the building tonight. Bianca Belair looks to take on the upstart Jaida Parker. Bianca has been champion all over this world. Will she get the win tonight in the PCW Women's Championship Tournament? That's not all we got. Tonight we've got a historic main event. The Rainmaker Kazuchika Okada takes on Finn Bálor in the first round of the PCW World Championship Tournament. Their first meeting since 2013. Let's get you straight to the action. The Apex Championship Gauntlet starts now. Let's get you down to Ilja Taylor for your championship announcements.
The following contest is a gauntlet match for the PCW Apex Championship. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 wrestlers will start in the ring. When one wrestler is eliminated, a new opponent enters. Elimination can occur by pinfall, submission, or disqualification. The match continues until one competitor remains, and that wrestler will be crowned the first PCW Apex Champion.
Thank you to the great Ilja Taylor for getting us those rules. See who our first competitor is. This man competed in the 2012 Summer Olympics in London. Also a former high school state champion. This man is dangerous on the mat. Chad Gable, looking to become the first Apex champion. You always hear about Chad Gable is just how underrated he is. Tonight, he's looking to cement his legacy. He doesn't want to be underrated anymore. And his first opponent is undisputed. That's right, Adam Cole, 1/3 of the Undisputed Era, who will be in that Tag Team Championship Tournament that starts next week. Adam Cole looking to claim gold himself. It's been a while. One of the longest reigning NXT champions in NXT history. This man had a brand formed around him. Talk about NXT back in the day, the first man you think of is Adam Cole, baby. Cole been dealing with a few head injuries over the past few years, sidelined him. But tonight, he's gonna turn things around. Be on a good track here on the first episode of PCW Apex. Adam Cole getting this St. Louis crowd on his side. Will that be a factor throughout this matchup? You've heard the rules. You've seen the gold. 'Cause. You know what's at stake. It's time for the Apex Championship Gauntlet. These two men gonna start this matchup off by meeting in the middle of the ring. The tightly contested lockup, so you can get the advantage right here. Gable gets the advantage. Got that side headlock locked in pretty good right now. Adam Cole's gonna have to get underneath Gable. What a spinning toe hold by Gable right there. Making Adam Cole look like a fool. Cole's gonna have to try to switch behind Gable right here. Just can't seem to get the advantage, Adam Cole. And Gable actually sneaks behind Adam Cole. Look at that, like I mentioned, high school state champion, former Olympian. Chad Gable is not somebody you want to mess with on the mat. And now Gable just taking it to Adam Cole, sending him to the ropes. What a clothesline. Cole's gonna be feeling that tomorrow. Gable. The suplex right there. Adam Cole feeling in that lower back. A beautiful mat return right there by Chad Gable. Adam Cole's gonna have to figure out how to get an advantage in this matchup. The technical advantage seems to go to Chad Gable so far. An interesting part of this Apex Championship Gauntlet is whoever wins this matchup will not know their next opponent until they enter the ring. So there's no game planning to this. You just try and win every part of this matchup. It's Adam Cole right there with a nice elbow. Cole with the suplex of his own. Adam Cole flexing those big-time muscles. Got a 2 count right there. Adam Cole, a little arrogant, stepping on the chest of Chad Gable. Cole is firmly back in control with a nice hip toss. He's ahead by Adam Cole. Looking to bring Gable over to the ropes now. Now he's bringing it to Gable on the ropes. Like I mentioned earlier, that St. Louis crowd is firmly on the side of Adam Cole. Hear him counting the strikes to the back. Adam Cole with the Ushi-Garoshi. Cole for the cover. Gable kicks out at 2. Couple near falls already in this matchup that have only come from Adam Cole. Chad Gable started off hot. Now he's gonna have to get back on track. Cole goes behind. Goes for a German suplex, but Gable flips out of it. Gable lifting up Cole now. Cole reverses the suplex, chops the knee of Chad Gable. Float over DDT by Adam Cole. Cole for the cover. That's 3 near falls for Adam Cole in the early moments of this matchup. What is Chad Gable gonna have to do to eke out a victory against Adam Cole? Cole sends Gable to the corner, delivering stomps, mud hole stomps to the chest of Chad Gable. Now just choking him out with that boot. Adam Cole has turned the aggression factor up in this matchup. He knows what's at stake, and he's gonna go get that Apex Championship. Textbook German suplex by Chad Gable. Now Gable just trying to embarrass Adam Cole with those gator rolls now, locking in that crossface. Our referee's gonna have to get a lot closer to the action. That looked like a chokehold to me. Gable going for a suplex. Cole ducks again. Another chop block to that knee. Can't do anything. You cannot do those German suplexes that Gable loves to do without that knee. A super kick to the knee, super kick to the face. Cole now. Kitchen sink to Chad Gable. Writhing in pain on the ground. Cole sends Gable to the corner. A very interesting way of getting Chad Gable to the top rope, but a super kick knocks him back down. Quite the innovation by Adam Cole on that super kick right there. Cole with another German suplex. Cole now using the ropes to his advantage. Calling Gable to his feet. Picking him up now. Beautiful enziguri by Adam Cole right there. Cole goes for a super kick. Gable says, Gable locks in that ankle lock, but Adam Cole is pretty close to the ropes. Can he climb? Tap the rope right there. Smart move by Adam Cole. Don't waste any energy to grab it. Just get your hand under that rope. Cole put himself in position now. Looked like Gable was looking for that chaos theory, that double suplex that he does. Adam Cole climbed up to the rope and put himself up there. Cole now with a super kick to the knee. Cole looking for the Panama. Gable reverses. Gable, Alabama slam. Cole just slammed his head right on the back of that turnbuckle right there. We talked about the head injuries earlier. I think Adam Cole may be knocked out right now. Gable taking advantage. Looking for the chaos theory. Bridge for the cover. Adam Cole is the first man eliminated from this matchup on that scary Alabama slam. Talked about the head injuries. I'm not sure if Adam Cole is going to make it to his feet. He's actually getting up, thankfully, now. Looking to make his way out of the arena. Chad Gable is ready for his next opponent. Thankfully, Adam Cole is up and is walking to the locker room now. It's a beautiful sight. He'll definitely get checked out by the doctors and be in protocol. It looks like Chad Gable's next opponent is in the ring. If we can get a camera out there, it looks like that's Ilja Dragunov. Ilja Dragunov has made his way as the third entrant into this matchup, delivering chops and blows. Now a running clothesline by Dragunov. Dragunov, that powerful chop to the face. Beautiful enziguri. Ilja Dragunov, fresh off of ACL surgery. See him wearing that knee brace. Tore his ACL in 2024. It's his first matchup back. And Gable grabbing that leg and is looking to take advantage of that knee. Chad Gable, one of the smartest in the game with joint manipulation. That is his game. Gable doing a crossover right there on that knee. Just a hard elbow straight to the knee, and Dragunov is definitely feeling it. Dragunov reverses a punch. Running clothesline from Dragunov once again. Ilja sending Gable over to the corner. Running clothesline. He's looking for another. Ilja Dragunov has entered this matchup hot. Sending Gable back to the corner. Euro uppercut. Beautiful European uppercut by Ilja Dragunov. Gable climbing over to the ropes, looking to escape. Adam Cole took advantage of that lower back of Chad Gable's last match. Ilja Dragunov was in the back doing some studying because he just did the same thing. Gable reverses with a kick to the stomach. Gable. Another spinning toe hold. Dragunov frustrated. Reverses that though. Quickly recovers. What a suplex by Ilja Dragunov. Dragunov with the textbook German. Seen some great suplexes in this matchup so far. They'll just sure to take the air out of your lungs. Gable wrestles Dragunov down and delivers an elbow strike right to the arm. Oh, dragon suplex by Chad Gable. This is one of the better technical matchups that we have on this roster. Both these men can go. Gable showing you right there his immense power mixed with technical prowess. Rolls through on that knee once again. Delivering the same punishment he did earlier. Really working on Dragunov's knee. Ilja Dragunov may not even be able to walk as we go on in this matchup. He reverses right there though. Dragunov rolling through, looking for a suplex right there. Gable trying to climb over to the ropes, but Dragunov picks him up before he can get there. Dragunov rolling through, schoolboy into a power bomb now. Another near fall that Chad Gable somehow escapes. Chad Gable fighting for his life right now as Dragunov delivers a running kick straight to the face. Dragunov rolling through, looking for another one. This time he bridges through on the suplex. What athleticism by Ilja Dragunov. Gable kicks out again. He survived 5 near falls so far in this matchup. And now Dragunov looking to do some damage to Gable's knee. Drops Dragunov right down on his arm. If you're Gable, you definitely got to be looking to put this matchup away pretty quickly to survive through the next match. And Gable just knocks Dragunov down with that brute strength right there. What a combo he's delivering to Dragunov. Dragunov reverses one though. Just letting those fists fly. I think Gable is looking to prove a point that none of the competition is on his level with these toe holds that he keeps doing. Trying to make a joke out of his competitors this time. Dragunov gets to his feet quickly and he hits him with the diving crossbody. Bridging through on a suplex here. Dragunov survives that one. Dragunov tries to grab right there, but he misses. Dragunov with the Russian bottom. Rolls through for the cover. Gable kicks out again. Chad Gable has been through a lot already in these 2 matchups. I just don't know how much more Gable can take. With the Constantine special. This has to be it. Gable somehow kicks out again. Dragunov can't believe it. Gable just laying there motionless. Uh-oh. Dragunov's calling for the Torpedo Moscow. Gable's crawled to the corner. Our referee checking on Chad Gable. See if he can compete longer in this matchup. He's been through a lot in the last 2 matchups. May have some type of injury. What the hell? Carmelo Hayes just punched Ilja Dragunov and is now escaping. Gable taking advantage Dragunov turned his back to him. Gable with the chaos theory. Gable not done yet, though. Picking up Dragunov. And he's looking to lock in that ankle lock. Gable now, he's got it locked in into a knee bar. Dragunov, I'm not sure if he can escape this. He's gonna have to climb to the ropes. You can see the pain on his face. Dragunov wants to keep fighting, but he can't. He has to tap out. Chad Gable has survived Ilja Dragunov. Dragunov, that knee is definitely beat up. Just now coming off of ACL surgery. In the first matchup, you get attacked from behind, your knee worked on, and you get trapped in. Carmelo Hayes just rode into the ring. I guess he's the next entrant in this matchup. Hayes with the cutter. Taking advantage of Chad Gable. Gable, that ring intelligence. He reaches for the rope. He knows he can't kick out. He reaches for the rope. Hayes now on the attack. Climbing to the top rope. Carmelo calling for that nothing but net. Gable reverses into a power bomb. Gable flipping Hayes over. Not going for an ankle lock, he's going for a single leg Boston Crab. Hayes gonna have to try and crawl to the rope. He's right there, he's just gonna have to get his head under. And Hayes actually just breaks the hold. Fresh in this matchup. First 48, Carmelo Hayes. And Gable is down. There's not much more he can take in this match. Hayes to the top rope, calling for the nothing but net, and it connects. He switched that one. And Carmelo Hayes just steals the Apex Championship.
And the winner of this match, and new PCW Apex Champion, Carmelo Hayes.
To me, it seems like Hayes whispered a shot, but to him, he called his shot and he didn't miss.
Congratulations to our first Apex champion, Carmelo Hayes. I may not agree with how he won, but he is the champion, and that's official. Right now, we're holding tournaments to crown both the PCW World Heavyweight Champion and the PCW Women's World Champion. The finals will take place at our first pay-per-view, Throne of Champions. At that event, we'll also crown our inaugural World Tag Team Champions. Tag team wrestling, when done right, is one of the best forms of this sport, and our division is ready to prove it. Over the next 2 weeks, we'll hold 2 triple threat tag matches. Next week, the Undisputed Era versus the Motor City Machine Guns versus the Street Profits. The week after, the New Day versus War Machine versus a surprise team I'm negotiating with. The winners advance to Throne of Champions, where history will be made. Good luck to all the teams, and see you at Throne of Champions.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first from our fantastic general manager, Kurt Angle. 4 weeks away, Throne of Champions. Gold will be on the line and legends will be made. La Primera is in the house. She's won championships in Chile, Mexico, Japan, and the United States. But she wants to be the first PCW Women's World Champion. She's live, in action against IYO SKY. Next. What? Someone just attacked Stephanie Vaquer. If we can get another camera back there, we'll be able to see. It's a damage control t-shirt. That's Asuka. Asuka attacked Stephanie Vaquer. I'm guessing on behalf of her damage control partner, IYO SKY. Just targeting that left knee of Vaquer. Twisting it. And Stephanie Vaquer is just helpless. Asuka attacked her from behind. Asuka stomping that knee on the concrete. Back in the arena here. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We thought we were going to have Stephanie Vaquer versus IYO SKY, but she was attacked by Asuka. Gonna get her some medical attention. We'll be right back after this break while we figure out our next matchup. And we are back from break with our next impromptu matchup. Jaida Parker will be taking on Bianca Belair in the first round of the PCW Women's Championship Tournament. Get you a look at that tournament soon. Stephanie Vaquer was supposed to take on IYO SKY. We've got this matchup for you now. Jaida Parker, not much success championship-wise. She's looking up to pick up a victory to move on in this tournament. You see she takes on Bianca Belair. Asuka, who attacked Stephanie Vaquer, takes on Liv Morgan. Stephanie Vaquer takes on IYO SKY hopefully later, and Rhea Ripley will take on Kalani Jordan. That's our first round matchups in the PCW Women's Championship Tournament. Jaida Parker, a standout athlete at Louisiana State University, plays soccer for the Lady Tigers. At the ripe age of 26, she's one of the least experienced women that we have on the PCW roster, but that don't matter. Miss Parker don't play, and she wants to be the first PCW Women's Champion. And this woman, no stranger to championship success. It's hard to not be biased when you're talking about Bianca Belair, but she can make a case for being one of the greatest women's wrestlers of all time. Belair rose to fame quicker than almost any woman I've seen in this business. The longest reigning women's championship in WWE history. Just over 400 days. Bianca Belair is definitely one of the favorites in this tournament. Doesn't really ever underestimate her opponents. Tonight, she's not gonna take Parker lightly, but she knows what she has to do to get the job done. The St. Louis crowd is rowdy for their EST. Saw a couple of those fans earlier tonight, meeting in the middle of the ring. Not for a headlock, it doesn't look like. And Parker actually gonna extend her hand for a handshake with Belair. Jaida Parker, not usually on the sportsmanship side of things. Parker usually one of the most disrespectful women in the business. Now we're getting started with the lockup here. That was very unusual for Jaida Parker. Testing strength with Bianca Belair, and she does win here. Gets a waist lock on Parker. Rolls Parker up. Referee taking a while to get over there. Bianca Belair probably gonna have some frustrations with that referee, and Jaida Parker trying to get out of things early. Taking a breath right here. She knows who she's against. One mistake, and that could be the match for Jaida Parker. Taking a breath right here. Belair walking over towards Parker, and Parker's gonna get a right hand in right there. Just like that, lightning quick quickness from Bianca Belair. Walking back up here. Belair gonna get the advantage again, pushing Parker over to the corner. Oh, right hand to the face. Parker arguing with the referee and got caught with the right hand. Can't make any mistakes in this matchup if you're Jaida Parker. Bianca Belair will smell blood and take advantage. Parker now, she's got the upper hand, showing her strength. Like I said, former standout athlete at Louisiana State. Getting it taken advantage of again by Bianca Belair. Textbook dropkick by Bianca Belair. Belair with the gorilla press right there. Turning it into a moonsault. Bianca Belair is fired up. Belair sending Parker to the rope. Belair for the cover. And Parker just gonna escape at 2. Belair is bringing it to Parker so far. Jaida Parker is gonna have to make up for her inexperience in this matchup. I'm not sure how. She's gonna have to figure out a way to fight with Bianca Belair to get the upper hand. Belair with a super kick right there. Gonna do a handspring moonsault right there. Bianca Belair, one of the most athletic women that we have in PCW. Sending Parker over the ropes this time. Going for a punch, Parker reverses. Jaida Parker gonna get back in the ring this time. Oh! Just gets knocked out by Bianca Belair. That misstep, stepping into the ring. That hesitation. She had Belair on the defense. Didn't take advantage, and Belair got herself back on offense. Belair, the running knee to Parker. That hesitation by Parker could be one of the key moments in this matchup. Belair picking her up for a suplex. Showing off for her ESTs. Gripping that lower back is Jaida Parker. Bianca Belair, quite the show woman. Belair. Reversed by Jaida Parker. I'm not sure what Bianca Belair was going right there. Looked like she was lifting Parker up for a riptide almost. Parker throws a wild punch. Bianca reverses. Bianca throws a wild punch herself, now delivers with the combo. Parker reverses. Jaida Parker with those knees to the gut, trying to knock the wind out of Bianca Belair. Parker sending Belair to the corner now. Again with the knee to the stomach. Just stomping those shoulders now. This is what Parker's gonna have to do. Slow down the pace in order to win this matchup. And she doesn't even get a 1 count right there. She's got a ways to go. Nice mat return right there. And now Parker's showing off. Parker goes for a wild punch right there. Belair takes advantage. Power slam right there. Parker rolling out. Belair going for another punch. Parker reverses. Parker's gonna get back in the ring again and get knocked out again. She had Belair on the defense twice in this matchup and didn't take advantage. Gotta wonder if that sportsmanship with that handshake she showed earlier. Maybe she's showing Bianca Belair way too much respect in this matchup. She's gonna have to get that attitude back that she normally has. Belair sending Parker over to the ropes. Parker reversing. Goes for a wild punch right there. Lands a chop. Parker sending Belair back into the corner. And Belair gonna reverse quickly. Belair just walking over to Parker. Ringing that arm on the ropes. Bianca on the top rope and on the middle rope, going for those punches. Getting this crowd involved. This sold-out crowd in St. Louis. Counting to 10, those punches to Parker's face. Trying to pull herself up now. And she's playing right to Bianca Belair's fast-paced game. What a suplex by Bianca Belair, using those ropes to her advantage. Calling Parker to her feet. Belair. Belair hits a variation of Jaded. Parker gonna kick out here. Bianca looks like she's wasting no time. She knows what she's going for. Lifting up Parker for the KOD. Hits the KOD. Can this be it? And Bianca Belair with that win will advance herself in the PCW Women's Championship tournament. What a big win for Belair, propelling herself to the second round. We get you a look at this bracket right here. Bianca Belair will take on the winner of Asuka and Liv Morgan. Jaida Parker has been eliminated, and we still have no word on Stephanie Vaquer. She's still in the training room getting checked out.
I had to face a hard truth. I lost my hunger once. I let the world title slip away. I told myself I'd get it back. The right way. But in this business, there is no right way. There's only fight. There's only survival. So I went back home, back to the Bronx, back to where I learned to fight just to stand tall. I bled, I clawed, I threw fists in the street until I found that fire again. And now, that hunger is back, stronger than ever. That's why I will become the first PCW World Heavyweight Champion by any means necessary. And Cody Rhodes, you've always been the golden boy. But I've been breaking golden boys since I was a kid in New York. I don't fear you. I never will. And what really gets me? You stole my finishing move and gave it some corny-ass name like it was yours. Next week, you face the consequences. Next week is your reckoning day. And next week, Cody Rhodes faces his punishment.
And Damian Priest seemed to got that fire back into him. But here's a man who could possibly beat the fire out of him. They do find each other in that tournament.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing Imperium.
Gunther, that look on his face, he means business tonight. Let's get you a look at this PCW Men's Championship tournament. Gunther will take on AJ Styles in the first round. Finn Bálor will take on Kazuchika Okada in our main event. Damian Priest will take on Cody Rhodes next week. And Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn look to run it back one more time. Gunther wiping those feet off. He's definitely a traditionalist. In this city where wrestling tradition has shone bright for many years, Gunther looks to advance tonight. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're ready to fight, because when this man hits the building, the game changes. The phenomenal one. He's won gold all over the world.
And his opponent from Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 218 pounds, the phenomenal AJ
Styles, a multi-time champion all over the world. He has not lost a step as he's aged. AJ Styles just still as quick as he's ever been. Looking to fly around the ring tonight. Use that speed to his advantage against Gunther. Two men ready to go to battle. circling each other, trying to see who's gonna make the first move. Surprised Gunther isn't coming out here and just trying to dominate. He starts the lockup right there. And Gunther's gonna try to use his power to take advantage of AJ throughout this matchup, just like you see right here. He's got that waist lock locked in. Just slamming Styles to the mat, using that power. Stomping on the back of that head. Sending Styles to the ropes this time. Goes for a back elbow, but Styles reverses. Starts another lockup exchange right here. This time switching around. Now Styles got the waist lock. Flip him over into a side headlock takeover. AJ Styles has really got that locked in. Now Gunther gonna take control over this exchange right here. Those head scissors, Styles flips out of it. Styles delivers a running forearm. Now AJ sending Gunther to the ropes. The German suplex on the stronger opponent here. AJ going for a kick straight to the head. Gunther with the German suplex of his own. Gunther now gonna drag Styles' body over to the rope. Now he's gonna deliver some blows to the back. Trying to wear down that back. It's natural as a man ages that lower back starts to take a toll. Any minor injury could affect AJ Styles in this matchup concerning his age, especially when he takes that many blows straight to the head. Now Gunther sending AJ to the ropes. Goes for another German suplex. Styles reverses, picking Gunther up now. And Styles, one of the best hip tosses I've ever seen. Really got some elevation on that hip toss. He's got Gunther in the corner now, delivering some hard rights right to the face. Styles getting a running start with the running forearm right there. AJ on the middle rope now. Calling Gunther to his feet. Goes for a drop kick, but Gunther reverses. Chop straight to the chest. That would knock Styles down. And now Gunther just almost trolling AJ Styles, telling him to stand to his feet. Sending Styles to the other corner. Punishing the back of AJ Styles right here. Sends him back to the corner again. Gunther now bringing AJ over to the corner. Gunther now just putting that boot straight in the face of AJ Styles. Gunther is in firm control of this matchup. Will AJ Styles somehow get the upper hand? We'll find out after this commercial break. And we are back from break, and Gunther has just been wrenching in this hold for a while now. AJ Styles gonna have to flip out of this somehow. It's almost reverse guillotine. And Styles flips out. Now delivering a blitz to Gunther with a clothesline by Styles. During this break, Gunther was still all the way in control throughout the break. Now Styles delivering a suplex. We're gonna get some offense in right here. Putting Gunther on the ropes. Styles hitting the ropes, delivering another flying forearm to Gunther. This time Gunther reverses and delivers a clothesline. That one was almost above a clothesline. That was a lariat right there. A chop that'll knock anybody out. Gunther, some of the heaviest hands in the professional wrestling business. Now he's just choking out AJ Styles on the top rope. Our referee's gonna have to get control of this matchup. Something clicked for Gunther. Something frustrated him that AJ Styles has done, and now he's firmly back in control. European uppercut. Shades of that one that Ilja Dragunov had earlier tonight in that Apex Championship Gauntlet. Gunther just wearing down AJ Styles, putting that boot right in his face. Styles has hit the turnbuckle so many times in this matchup. That lower back has to be going up. And he's gonna use his energy to kick out at 2 right there. Gunther stomping on the back of that head. Another knee to the head. Gunther with the butterfly suplex. Now, a lariat. Gunther picking up Styles. He usually follows up that lariat with the powerbomb, and it looks like he's going for it here. And Styles gonna punch himself out of it. AJ with a Pele kick. Covering Gunther. Gunther kicks at 2. Styles frustrated. AJ now trying to take out those tree trunk legs that Gunther has. A taller opponent, take those out. Can't stand to his feet. AJ now hitting the ropes. The spinning neck breaker right there. AJ delivering some strikes of his own. Gunther reverses. Sending Styles to the rope. Styles backflip into a reverse DDT. AJ Styles, with the quickness right there, was very impressive as he hits the ropes and delivers another forearm. AJ Styles has hit a couple running forearms. This time he hit the ropes and hit a sliding forearm. The elevation that he gets on that phenomenal forearm may be the one that puts Gunther out tonight. AJ going to the outside. Spin 450 splash. AJ calling Gunther to his feet. Styles going for a Styles clash. Hits it. And that ain't gonna put the ring general out. Gonna have to do some more damage to Gunther. Styles looks to be setting up the phenomenal forearm. Oh, Gunther caught him with the power bomb. Styles landed right on top of his neck right there. And Gunther with the lariat. Gunther calling Styles back to his feet. Looking for the final blow. Oh no, he's looking to choke Styles out. Not risking a kick out. Gunther just, AJ Styles trying to fight as much as he can, as long as he can. But unfortunately, I think AJ Styles might be fading. I think AJ's out. AJ Styles has faded, and our referee gonna call for the bell.
Here is your winner,
Gunther doesn't seem to be done. Grabbing Styles and throwing him back into the ring. What more point do you have to prove, Gunther? You're going to the second round of the PCW Championship Tournament. And now you just want to prove a point to Styles. Gunther trying to prove that he is not the man to be meshed with in this tournament. Anybody standing in his way will face the consequences. Choking the life out of AJ Styles. As we get some help out here for AJ Styles, who's still out right now. Get a look at the updated version of this PCW Championship Tournament. Gunther has advanced to the second round. Bálor and Okada still in our main event tonight. Priest and Cody Rhodes are next week. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn one last time next week. But there's been a new man added to this tournament. And with that, I have some breaking news. As you saw at the bottom of your screen, no, that was not a typo. No, that was not a mistake. Kurt Angle, our GM, offered Seth freaking Rollins a contract that he couldn't refuse. A contract that would make him the richest man in professional wrestling history. Next week, Seth Rollins signs his PCW contract on Apex.
I'm joined by the woman who has advanced to the second round of the PCW Women's Championship Tournament, the EST Bianca Belair. Bianca, congratulations on your win tonight against Jaida Parker. The two of you seem to share a mutual respect, which isn't always the case for Jaida. Do you think that respect played a part in her hesitation during the match?
Yes, I was a little thrown off by that handshake. There were a couple of times tonight where she could have gained the advantage, but she hesitated. Jaida is really talented, but I think she's one of the least experienced women in the tournament. Tonight, she just didn't have that killer instinct, and that's something you need when championships are on the line.
In the next round of the PCW Women's World Championship Tournament, you'll face either Liv Morgan or Asuka. How confident are you going into that match?
I'm very confident. I'm familiar with both of their styles, and I'll be well rested. I have next week off, and tonight's match was quick, so I basically had the night off. It doesn't matter who wins next week. The EST is ready for Asuka. And Liv Morgan, please.
Thank you, Bianca, and good luck in the next round.
Bianca Belair is confident as ever in her chances in that Women's Championship Tournament. But we've gotten word that Stephanie Vaquer has left the training room and is looking for our general manager, Kurt Angle, who's been waiting for her outside the room.
Stephanie, I saw what happened with Asuka, and I'm dealing with it. Are you okay? What did the doctor say?
It doesn't matter what the doctor said. Tell IYO, meet me in the ring.
Stephanie Vaquer not giving up. She's in action next. And ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you back from break. IYO SKY making her way to the ring. Stephanie Vaquer is already out here. Get you a look at her condition in a second as Vaquer looks on at IYO SKY. Remember the attack from Asuka earlier in the night. We thought it was gonna sideline Vaquer. You get a look at that tape on her knee right there. She's pretty heavily taped up. It's gonna be a difficult one for Stephanie Vaquer tonight. Let's get this match underway. And Stephanie Vaquer is just gonna run right at IYO SKY. Knocking it down with a clothesline. Vaquer with a hard back elbow and now some chops. Vaquer sends IYO to the ropes. Vaquer just dropped down and she hasn't gotten back up. She's gripping that knee. Remember, the attack from Asuka banged her knee up pretty good, and IYO SKY is getting into it with our referee. She figured Vaquer wouldn't be able to compete tonight. We still don't know what she thinks about the attack that Asuka gave Vaquer earlier. Vaquer still hasn't made it to her feet. Our official is going to continue this matchup, though. Vaquer wants to fight on. Sky picking up Vaquer. Vaquer reverses a right hand. One of those signature headbutts from Vaquer right there. Vaquer's bringing the fight to Sky now. Vaquer sending Sky to the corner. Sky reverses the European uppercut. Sky now looking for that drop kick. She lands it on Vaquer. IYO just laying in those right hands, now slamming Vaquer's face down to the mat. And the winner of this matchup will move on next week. Well, not next week, later in the tournament. They'll face the winner of next week's matchup of Kalani Jordan versus Rhea Ripley. What a perfect Hurricane Rana from IYO SKY right there. Looking forward to that matchup, whether it be Kalani Jordan or Rhea Ripley, who moves on next week. That'll be a pretty good matchup going forward. And a float over DDT by Stephanie Vaquer. Looked like she hadn't lost a step. Sky kicks out at 2. So far, earlier on in the matchup, it looked like the knee was going to be a threat for Vaquer. She's had some pretty good offense since then. Now Vaquer lifting Sky up. Going for a back elbow. Sky reverses with a drop kick. IYO putting Vaquer on the ropes, sending her to the other side, dropping down. Coming through with another Hurricane Rana. Vaquer lands hard on her back. And Sky now picking up Vaquer. Gonna send her to the corner here. IYO SKY just taking her time. She knows she's got a wounded opponent. She hasn't taken advantage of that knee yet. We'll see if later on she has to. Vaquer reverses and sends IYO to the corner now. Quick offense, knee straight to the gut. Now laying in those kicks again. Vaquer goes for a super kick right there. IYO just ducks out of the way. Slams her right on down on her arm. Back in the corner now. IYO kicking Vaquer to the gut and laying in some right hands. IYO going outside, what she's looking here for. IYO SKY with the drive-by. Vaquer's gonna be feeling it. Sky going up to the top rope. Could she be looking for the over the moonsault here? Putting things away early. She's calling Vaquer up to her feet. Goes for a drop kick. Vaquer reverses. Stephanie picking IYO up. IYO reverses. Back elbow finally lands for Vaquer. Been looking for that all-match super kick, doesn't. Hooking those arms. Vaquer gonna reverse with a lariat right there. Stephanie Vaquer fighting through the pain tonight. Goes for another back elbow. And IYO finally takes advantage of the knee. And Vaquer just can't even get up now. She can't move. That is not a pretty sight. She's been fighting valiantly all throughout this matchup. IYO SKY was trying to do the right thing and not target that knee. Finally had to take advantage. Vaquer lands a super kick, but she's back on top. IYO slams her face into the mat. Sending Vaquer back into the corner. Another drop kick by IYO SKY. IYO. The hell? And now IYO gonna do the same thing her damage control teammate did. Stomping that knee into the ground. IYO taking a page out of Asuka's book. Sends Vaquer to the middle rope now. IYO hitting the ropes, looking for a 619, and it lands. Now she's going for that signature drop kick. Vaquer tries to roll out of the ring veteran move, but IYO SKY catches her. Vaquer kicks at 2. Vaquer reverses right here. She's got a clothesline. Another. Lands her third clothesline. IYO SKY rolling over into the corner. IYO tries to reverse, but Vaquer hits a dragon screw. Vaquer lifting IYO up. Uh-oh, she's going for that devil's kiss. How smart is this with the injured knee? Doing the devil's kiss. Hauling IYO up to her feet. I really don't know how smart that was. IYO now reverses and she goes for another top block. Stephanie Vaquer, that devil's kiss, probably took some more energy out of her. Further damaged that knee. And IYO SKY with a bullet train attack. Just dragging Vaquer's dead body over. SKY going for the over the moonsault. That could do it. IYO SKY moves on in the tournament.
Here is your winner,
Hopefully we can get a word with IYO SKY soon to hear what she thinks about what Asuka did tonight. We hadn't seen them two interact. Let's get you a look at that bracket. Again, the winner of this matchup, IYO SKY, will now take on the winner of Kalani Jordan versus Rhea Ripley. That'll be our main event next week. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a great night so far, but we've got one more left to go. The one that you've all been waiting for. The Rainmaker Kazuchika Okada versus Finn Bálor. First time since 2013. For our main event interview, let's send you back to Samantha Irvin.
Finn, Okada. Tonight's first round matchup in the PCW World Heavyweight Championship Tournament is the first time you two will meet since 2013. Do you notice anything different about each other heading into this battle?
Different? I don't see anything different. He's the same guy I beat back then, and he's the same guy I'll beat tonight.
Finn cannot win without his friends. His friends are the reason he will never become champion. He cannot fight for himself. He's not a man. He's a bitch.
You know what? I don't need the Judgment Day to beat your ass, Kazu. I'll see you in the ring, bitch.
Good luck, gentlemen. The main event starts right now.
It's main event time, and Finn Bálor will make his way to the ring. This match is about a championship, qualifying for a championship, but Finn Bálor has been disrespected by Kazuchika Okada. He's probably gonna look to get some revenge here, calling Bálor out of his name.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the Judgment Day from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 190 pounds, Finn Bálor!
You can list Balor's accolades all you want. I'll just list a couple right here. As everyone knows, he's the first ever WWE Universal Champion. We talked about Seth Rollins earlier. This man defeated Seth Rollins to become the first Universal Champion. Also a two-time NXT champion. This man reinvented himself in his second run in NXT. New Japan Junior Heavyweight Champion as well. But none of that matters tonight, because Bálor is looking to become the first PCW World Champion. Okada told Bálor in our main event interview that he can't win matches without his friends, and that's the reason he'll never be champion. Well, tonight Bálor leaves his family behind. He's looking to prove a point to a long-time rival. The coin has dropped. And the Rainmaker has arrived. Kazuchika Okada, a seven-time IWGP World Heavyweight Champion for over a combined 2,000 days. In his fourth reign as IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, he was champion for 720 days. 2 full years that this man was champion. What a joy it would be for him to hold that PCW World title for that long. Okada coming into this match very confident against Finn Bálor. He believes one-on-one he can take Bálor. And Bálor has left everyone behind tonight. So it looks good to be in the favor of Kazuchika Okada. About to get this match underway here. These two men staring each other down. Again, first time since 2013. The last time these two faced each other, Finn Bálor picked up the victory. Bálor looking to repeat and advance in that tournament tonight. These two men jockey for position. Okada gonna get the advantage and pushes Bálor to the ropes. Classic Okada playing those mind games with Bálor. Bálor gets a quick kick into the leg. Okada reverses, goes for a chop. Bálor gets another quick kick into those legs. Okada, the taller opponent in this matchup, if Bálor can take out his legs, Bálor will have the advantage. Bálor locking in that headlock. Okada struggling trying to get him off. Gotta pry those arms loose, and he sends him to the right side of the ring off the ropes. Goes for a drop kick. Bálor reverses. These two locking back up now. Bálor gonna get the headlock once again. Okada, the stronger opponent in this matchup, you think. So now just getting outworked by Finn Bálor. Bálor just wrenching on that arm. That's the arm that Okada uses to throw his lariat, the Rainmaker. Okada can't throw the Rainmaker, and Bálor is going to be in good shape tonight, escaping Okada's biggest weapon. Bálor sends Okada to the ropes and delivers a swing blade. Bálor picking Okada up now. There's a snapmare hitting the ropes. Just a big kick to Okada's head. Okada gotta protect himself better than that. Gave his body up right there. And Bálor took advantage as he delivers a kitchen sink. Gonna knock the wind out of Okada. Bálor feeling good about his chances here. Goes for another one of those kicks to the tree trunk legs of Okada. Okada now got his headlock in. And Okada's got that wrist lock in now, and he just slams Bálor down to the mat, delivering a knee right to the face. Okada now picking Bálor up, delivering a barrage of chops to the chest. Throws another one, fakes out Bálor. Goes for a DDT right there. And Bálor kicks out at 2. He never saw that DDT coming. Okada delivers a perfect drop kick. Bálor trying to pull himself up on the ropes now. Gives up his back, and Okada not going to take advantage right there. He's got something else in mind. Sending Bálor to the rope. Throws a discus elbow. That's sure to knock you out. Another back elbow. Finn Bálor writhing in pain. Okada bringing Bálor over to the ropes. And now sending him outside. He's looking for another DDT right here. Finn Bálor started this match off hot, showing some speed and strength. And now Okada is firmly in control of this matchup. Sending Bálor outside the ring now. That is a hard fall. Finn Bálor cannot take too many more of those. Okada picking Bálor up on the outside now. Sends Bálor into the barricade. Now lifting him up and putting him back down. Delivers a big boot to the face of Finn Bálor. Bálor gonna have to put some offense together in order to get out of this one. Okada now just delivering some kicks to the gut and a punch to the face. Okada is just having his way with Finn Bálor right now. Gonna step on the back of Bálor's head and drop kick to the face. Rolling through for an air raid crash. Okada goes for the cover. And Bálor gonna kick out at 1, trying to send a message to Okada. Okada hits one of his deadliest blows early right there with that air raid crash. And Bálor kicks out at 1. He's got a long way to go to win this matchup. And Bálor hitting the ropes now. Okada sent him there. Okada goes for a drop kick. Bálor reverses and Bálor hit a code breaker on that arm that Okada uses to throw his lariats. And just like that, Bálor is back in control. And Bálor out here by himself tonight. And now he's just making things personal, laying in those punches on Okada. The only thing you can call this man out of his name is if you call him Prince. Just working on those arms of Okada. That is a very smart move by Bálor. If he wants to throw the Rainmaker with his left hand, with his left arm, take that one out. If he wants to throw with his right, take that one out. Bálor now stomping on that arm. Bálor calling Okada up to his feet. Bálor with another sling blade, rolling through for a drop kick. Finn Bálor feeling it tonight. He's firmly in control in this matchup versus Kazuchika Okada. We'll be right back after this break. As we welcome you back from break here, Bálor lands a perfect brain buster, dropping Okada right on top of his head. Okada kicking out too. Bálor was still in control throughout our break. Continued to work on that arm of Okada, trying to neutralize the Rainmaker. Finn Bálor trying to work his slower pace right now. Laying in some haymakers, trying to prove his point that Bálor is his own man. It's a running start on that one. Bálor picking up Okada. And now Bálor just embarrassing Okada here. Just stretching that neck out right there. And Bálor, he's gonna roll through. She looking for it here. He's got a Fujiwara armbar locked in on Okada, neutralizing both arms. This is a very smart technique by Finn Bálor. He's done his homework for this matchup. He is not taking Okada lightly here. Okada rolls through. He's gonna drop down on that knee of Bálor's. Okada delivers a chop. Oh, he's trying to see what Bálor's really made of here, testing Bálor's manhood. Can he throw down with the Rainmaker? As Okada reverse and throw a right hand back to back. Reverses again. 3 right hands in a row. Bálor catches him here. And Okada just gonna end it with a power slam. What a smart move by Kazuchika Okada as he drops a leg drop down on Bálor. Taking Bálor up now. Looking to go for the dragon suplex right there. Cannot take too many more blows like that if you are Finn Bálor. Landing directly on the neck as Okada drops a picture-perfect drop kick right there. Goes for another suplex right there. Bálor flips out of it. Rolls through for a Pele kick. Bálor gonna take a chance to cover Okada right here. And Okada's gonna kick it too and keep himself in this matchup. Bálor picking Okada back up. Just pushes him down. Goes for a standing stomp right there. Not a coup de grace. And Okada gonna land that suplex this time, dropping Bálor right on his neck. Okada looking away to put it away right here in St. Louis. Oh my God. Who let him in here? Dirty Dominic Mysterio making his way down the ring. Remember, Okada said that Bálor couldn't win matches without his friends. And here comes one of his family members right here. Bálor actually gonna take a pin right here. Okada kicks at the last second. That distracts him from, he goes for a lariat right there. The distraction from Dirty Dominic Mysterio is really helping Finn Bálor out right here. And Bálor now gonna send Okada to the corner. Drop kick into the corner. Bálor setting up the coup de grace. If he hits this, he might as well just count to 100. Bálor misses on this one. Okada rolls out of the way last second. Okada going for another air raid crash. Okada picking Bálor up now. Sending him over to the ropes. Looking for something special right here as he sends Bálor to the other rope, and dirty Dominic Mysterio getting himself involved, slowing down Okada, and all Bálor has to do is pick apart the pieces. As Bálor gonna hit a brain buster right here, and dirty Dominic Mysterio just making his way all over the arena. Since he's gotten out here, he's been everywhere. Bálor sending Okada back into the corner, looking for another one of those drop kicks in the corner. Okada rolls out now and delivers a Rainmaker to dirty Dominic Mysterio. Hops back into the ring. Bálor wasn't looking and got caught with the Rainmaker. Okada goes for the cover. And Kazuchika Okada, despite having to deal with dirty Dominic Mysterio and Finn Bálor, gonna advance to the second round of the PCW World Championship Tournament. As you see Dominic Mysterio's clown ass laying out here on the side of the ring, helpless. That's what he gets for messing with the Rainmaker. It's been a great night, St. Louis. We appreciate you, and we will see you next time on the next episode of PCW Apex, coming to you live from Indianapolis, Indiana.